the guarantee. E&E. Put your boy shit. Glitch, nigga. Shit, I'm about to flood the streets like when the levees break. Criminal minds, my Garcia can navigate. Flowing while I'm blowing this gas. Nigga, no brakes. Niggas not seeing me ever. I mean, no dates. Fuck around and end up gone. You getting misplaced. E&E, the shit that I claim. You dealing with grace. Took over the game by storm like Rain's mixtape. Thankfully, I've been up in smoke like my mixtape. Counting cheddar shit, I'm about to make a grilled cheese. Niggas be faker than bad bitches with good weeds. On my John Wick shit like Keanu Reeves. Replacements won't be enough, you need the whole team. I've been a G since I could finish my ABCs. Kept it a buck so real niggas look up to me. This butcher boy shit get crazy when it's sick of me. I'm coughing out these dope bars till they sick of me.
Can't get rid of me, still can't find a remedy. Still blowing palmers if it comes to Hennessy. Me and even own our shit independently. When I go out on a limb, I take extremities. I can see right through transparency. Heard their self-esteem low, insecurities. Now or never like push the guarantee. What's the recipe? King L's reflection 3. All these chapters in my life, you can turn the page. Books can't tell you my story, gotta live a day. Glitch got my back, yeah, you can copy that. Band, control the seat, you can copy that. Leave your whole state red like Republicans. Put fire on the track, now it's bubbling. Put your boys E&E, you in trouble, kid. At first 100 mil, you can double it.
Let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. Automatic nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. It's automatic nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Blow sick, corona, jealous in the motherfucker. Can't even take a step, that's how far I trust you. This black boy turned to shining king under pressure. West side fat jacks, I took more than measure. Shake the extras, that's business starter feed. Street blues, what I talk, boy, your blood flowing free. Power on my mind, knows the gang is kind. Read between the lines, it was in my eye. If they ain't got real lines, it ain't hard to spot a counterfeit. Undefeated, ultra real, burn gully mountain shit. Couple hot shots, turn them to frozen margaritas. Even better when it's served with some flawless features. Next year they gotta pay for these flawless features. Flawless victories from the flaws that they teach us. Now my flow imitate how I board the plane non-stop. The little J gon' take over with my time side.
Yeah, I get right to me. My nigga, we beg your pardon. We putting niggas back in boxes. Yeah, they be harder. My flow be retarded. Sick, I need hella help. My groove came back. This must be how Stella felt. We just started kicking it like a yellow belt. We all made it to the pros. This is how LaMelo felt. You better yell out help. Here comes the double team. You catch me in the spot, then you know that the boy is clean. The Louis V look mean with the magazine. So if you try it, you get shot. No vaccine. If you was asleep before I came, then I'm the caffeine. I pull the jokers out the deck. Yeah, there ain't no laughing. In CEO fashion, we sticking to the business. Wouldn't even let a vegan knock me off my chicken. Something about the BBS when the sun is hitting. Shit be flashing like the lights when you getting
Let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Yeah. What up? You already know it's the man about town, Virgil Berry, a.k.a. Stacks with the Facts. And we definitely about to go in. You already know it's A Real Talk Podcast. You know what I'm talking about? It's the man about town, Virgil Berry, a.k.a. Stacks with the Facts. And like I said, man, you already know y'all tuned in to another episode of A Real Talk Podcast. Before you do anything else, man, when you come up in here, definitely meet and greet each other. Hit that like button, man. You hear me? Hit that like button. Click that bell, subscribe to the page, share on your social engineering, man. What's good with everybody? Saturday evening, what's going on, man? Yes, sir. About to get it in, man. You know what I'm talking about? How y'all doing today, man? Another day down, like I say. We all woke up this morning, man, so we already got the victory. So it's a beautiful day. Everything else is extra. What's good with y'all, man? How y'all doing tonight, man? You already know, man. We about to sit up here and get it in. Like I say, man, my brother coming on tonight. It's a beautiful thing, man. I'm glad to have him in the building, too, because, you know what I'm saying, like I say all the time, that's the reason why I created this platform, to give my guy, you know what I'm saying, guys like my guy, Nick, their proper shine that they deserve, man. You hear me? This dude right here is, like I said, he one of the most creative, innovative people I've met in my city, Columbus, especially since I've been home. He's a visionary. You hear me? I'm talking about on some next level type stuff, man. You know what I mean? And it's only right that he get his proper shine right on here on A Real Talk podcast. You hear me? You know what I'm talking about? Born and raised in Columbus. You know what I'm talking about? And he is creating a situation that, of course, because, you know, over here at A Real Talk, we promote and advocate for generational wealth. And what my brother Nick is doing is definitely setting himself up for a situation where his kids can eat off of what he's doing for years to come. And that's a beautiful thing. So, you know what I'm saying? It's only right, like I said, that he come on here and drop some game on us, man. Some jewels, tell him what he got going on. Of course, we're going to get a backdrop into what motivated and inspired him to get into the industry that he wanted to get in. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to talk about a lot more stuff, too. What's up with y'all, though, man? How y'all doing, man? What's good? Hold on real quick, y'all. This is my boss calling me. Yeah, my bad, y'all. I apologize about that, man. That was my mom's calling me, man. I definitely apologize about that. Uncle Diggity, salute. What's good? Are you out here grocery shopping? That's what's up, man. Get it in. You know what I'm talking about? Get it in then. Definitely get it in. I said you at the grocery store, huh? Hold on, y'all. Man, that was my brother Nick right there. Hit me on the jack. He tapping in. He ready to go. So we about to bring him on up here in a few short seconds. So we about to definitely get it in. Now listen here, y'all, man. And I just want to say I'm blessed to know so many talented and inspirational and you know what I'm saying, skilled people, man. You know what I mean? Innovative people. You know what I mean? And my brother Nick, man, he's no less short than an innovative. Like I say, he's a visionary, man. You know what I'm saying? I see him going real far places, what he got going on. And I'm just glad to be able to have the platform to give him, like I say, his proper shine. I'm pretty sure he's going to go on to do bigger things. And you know what I'm saying? But for right now, you know what I'm saying, we got to, you know what I'm saying, all of us local business, all of us local content, independent business, we got to support each other. And that's one of the major reasons why I created the platform, is for people like Nick. People like my man Self that came on last night. My man Self was on last night. How y'all like that show, man? I got a few emails, man. People was liking that show last night. That's the type of content we're going to be doing over here, man, on a constant basis. You know what I mean? And I appreciate everybody for coming out, showing their support. Very much appreciated, man. I'm telling you, I really appreciate it. Y'all could be anywhere in the world. You understand? Y'all could be anywhere on God's green earth. But y'all right here with the kid, man, 8 o'clock, Sunday through Sunday. You hear me? Sunday through Saturday, man. I appreciate that. I really do. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Share on your social media, engineering and all that. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man. So, you know, I'm going to keep bringing y'all this raw, uncut content, showing y'all, you know what I'm saying, especially in my city, you know what I mean, the young innovators, the young movers, the young shakers, man. You know what I mean? The visionaries, the people that's making stuff happen and bringing their thoughts in their head into fruition and making a living out of it and making it happen. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? My brother Nick, man. Like I said, he's possibly one of the most innovative people that I've met for real in the city, man, outside of myself, man, a few others, man. You know what I mean? And what he got going over there, Cousin Boujee, is nothing less than spectacular and amazing. It's amazing. You know what I mean? And I ain't just saying that because I know him. I ain't saying that because he's from my city. I'm saying it because it's true. You know what I'm saying? Y'all check out that man's artwork, man. Check out his clothes, what he's doing, innovative. You know what I'm saying? One of the first companies of his kind, you know what I'm saying, that I know of anyway. You know what I'm saying? They make custom pieces for you. You know what I mean? 101s. You feel me? You the only person with them type situation. That's what my man Nick is all about, man. You know what I'm saying? Over there, Cousin Boujee, man, they doing the bid. They got women's clothes, all of that. You know what I'm saying? So definitely about to be a treat for the night. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy that I get to, you know what I'm saying, introduce y'all to my brother. You know what I mean? Y'all can definitely go over there to cousinboujee.com or go check out our Cousin Boujee on Instagram. We're going to get into all of that. You know what I'm saying? He's a sneakerhead too. So we're about to, of course, we're going to talk about that. And we're going to get into a whole lot of other stuff too. But last night's show, man, I got a couple of emails today, man. You know what I'm saying? People was like, man, we was loving that show last night, man. You know what I'm saying? Just watching and listening to real niggas just build on some real shit. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I mean? They said, this is dope. This is the type of stuff we want to see. And, you know, I pay attention to stuff like that, man. You know what I mean? Got to get the people what they want. And I'm starting to see that people want that real shit. People getting tired of that fake shit, man. They getting tired of the fake shit. I know y'all getting tired of the fake shit, man. You know what I'm saying? All the tomfoolery and fuckery, man. You know, like, man, we're going to get some content that's actually real, something we can actually get something for, something that's actually inspiring. You know what I'm saying? Versus putting you in a state where you're just feeling so divisive and you're feeling so on edge all the time. You're always on the defense. You know what I mean? SBC, solution-based content, man. You hear me? And the solution is to give people their proper shine who deserve it, especially when they working hard. You know what I'm saying? My man Nick works hours, you know what I'm saying? Hours every time. I mean, it's, you know, I'll be just wanting to chop it up with him sometimes. He be just so busy though, you know what I mean? And I just, you know what I'm saying? I'm honored that he took time out of his busy schedule because he does run some business, a successful business at that. So for him to take time out of his busy schedule to come chop it with me and bless me with his presence and his knowledge and his game, I'm honored for that. One of the other major reasons why I created the platform. You feel me? Like I always tell y'all, man, I do this for y'all, man. You hear me? This is y'all's platform, man. Like I tell y'all, I want to come on here, talk about your business or whatever you got going on, man. Hit that email in the description, man. Hit me up on the email. You hear me? Definitely could come on here as long as it makes sense. You hear me? You definitely could come on here. Or if you want to talk about anything we talk about over here, you know what I'm saying? You want to challenge it or have any other questions, hit me up. You know what I'm saying? But we definitely going to keep bringing this raw, real, uncut, you know what I'm talking about? Goddamn it, content, man. You did. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? I can sit up here and try to get this brother all the accolades, and he definitely deserve them and earned them. Andrea, what's good, baby? How you doing? Yeah, man, we got my man Nick up in the building. Hit that like button, y'all. You know what I'm saying? If you could, if you would, if you can, please hit that like button. Hit it 1,000 times. You hear me? Click on, click off, click on, click off. Do it like 20 times real quick. You did. I appreciate everybody coming out for real, man. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a treat tonight. You know what I'm saying? I really think so and believe so because, you know what I'm saying, like I said, my man Nick, man, he's a very innovative guy, man. He's a very talented guy. You know what I'm saying? And when you meet people like Nick, you got to make sure, you know what I'm saying, you give him the proper shine if you're in a position to. You know what I'm saying? I done putting hella people on to him. You know what I'm saying? Telling you go check him out. Like telling you, like, man, y'all want to shop, y'all want to get your fresh gear, custom gear. Go holler at my man Nick, COUSINBOUJEE, man. You hear me? Get you that 101. And it's improving. Everything's improving. You know what I'm saying? But I got a lot of I ain't gonna say I got a lot, but I got some apparel, man. But you know what I mean? I definitely rock with my brother Nick. You know what I'm saying? If you ask about me, ask about your guy first, aka I support local business in my city, man. About to have some more entrepreneurs from my city come up on here. I know so many, and they're gonna come through and bless y'all with their presence and their information and knowledge. You know what I'm talking about? And that's what we're gonna do over here. You know what I'm saying? Next week is nothing less of amazing. You hear me? Next week, we got a chock full week next week of interesting shows, man. Of course, tomorrow, Sunday, we got me and my pops coming back at it. You hear me? Me and my pops coming with part 2, the spiritual roots, you know what I'm saying, and all that. We're going through the spiritual roots series. You hear me? Me and my pops going in tomorrow at 8. For all y'all spiritual people, man, y'all can come in and tap in tomorrow. We're going to get to it. 8 p.m., me and my pops, we going in. Part 2. Monday night, you know what I'm saying, we're going to be discussing, having a discussion considering this new dis-ease that they trying to scare us with. You know what I mean? That old MPV. Y'all don't know nothing about them MPVs from back in the day, man. Only cats my age, man, know about them Mazda MPVs, man. You know what I'm talking about? Tuesday, me and L going here for sure. You know what I mean? We're going to wait it out like I always do, and we're going to talk about this Brittany Griner situation, man. You know what I'm saying? Got to wait. You don't want to try to be the first person to jump on things. You want to wait a little bit, smooth that thing out, you know what I'm talking about, let some more information come out, and then give a very, or as up to that point, informed, you know what I'm saying, synopsis of the situation after about a week or so, man. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? Wednesday, I'm telling you, we got the whole week. I'm telling you, the consistent shows I'm going in for y'all, man. You hear me? Wednesday, I'm going to have one of my young brothers I was locked up with come on here. We're going to talk about the experiences of a young teenage man. I believe my young brother was 19 when he got locked up, going to prison. And he's going to give y'all firsthand experience about what he went through, what his mental state was, how it had an effect on him, what did he do while he was in there to keep himself intact and sharp. You know what I'm saying? He's a young visionary himself too, man. He's one of the most intelligent young brothers I ever met. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't, he just needed guidance. You hear me? Like so many of us did when we was his age. We just needed somebody just to give us some guidance, man. You hear me? Steer us in the right direction. And next Thursday for ladies' night, oh, I got my sis coming in the building. I'm telling y'all, ladies, y'all gonna love next Thursday, man. Y'all gonna love next Thursday. My sis coming on next Thursday. She is a character, you know what I'm saying? But she's a beautiful, beautiful person, though, man. You know what I mean? So y'all gonna love her. My sis Dara coming through. You know what I'm saying? She's the CEO and founder of the Brow Doctor. Oh my God, she just do so much stuff. Got so much stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? I just want to show y'all that even though we be sitting up here blazing and roasting our sister, man, you know what I mean? We do it out of love, man. And I just want to show y'all that niggas don't hate women, man. I love my sisters, especially my people that's doing, you know what I'm saying, getting to that paper, man, and handling business. You know what I'm saying? Creating a situation, you know what I mean? And I just happen to know a lot of chicks like that. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, it's a whole chock full week next week. You know what I'm saying? We going in. Tap in and walk with us. You did. You know what I'm saying? And the week after that is going to be the same, and or it's going and more and more and more every week. We going in. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if you interested in coming on the situation, all you gotta do is go to the description, man. Hit that email in there, or go to the about section and hit the email. Get at me. You know, I ain't hard to find, and I talk back long as you talking right. You hear me? That's a fact. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, man. Had my bro Self on last night. You know what I'm saying? That was a beautiful thing, man. You know, I appreciate him coming out as well, and definitely going to have Self back on the show as well. You know what I'm saying? You did. Yeah, so it's Saturday night. Saturday night. Saturday night, man, and we going in, man. You know what I mean? Saturday night, Entrepreneur Saturdays. You hear me? I just be saying stuff sometimes. And when I say it like that, what I mean by that is I'm not saying when I say Entrepreneur Saturdays, that doesn't mean that every Saturday I'm having an entrepreneur in here, because some Saturdays might be something different. But, you know, since, you know, my man is an entrepreneur, you know what I mean? It's only right that we make it in the honor of him, Entrepreneur Saturdays. You feel me? Because he's definitely that. You know what I'm talking about? I'm telling y'all gonna like what my brother Nick got going on. Watch what I'm telling y'all, man. You know what I'm talking about? You know, so I'm a pretty good discernment of character, man. You know what I mean? And when it comes to this guy right here, you know what I'm saying? He's very, one thing I like about Nick and I respect about him is he's passionate. He's just like me. I'm passionate about what I do. You can see it by how I live my life, how I talk. You can tell I'm not playing about what I'm doing. And it's just like that with my brother Nick. He's not playing about it. Since I've known him, these past 2-3 years since I've known him, he's innovating. He's just getting better, diversifying. He's just doing more and more stuff to the point to where he international with it. You hear me? Like international with it. And that's the main goal, man. You want to be able to use your game, you got to take it international, man. You did. Take that game and that info, man, skills you got, and take it international. You know what I'm talking about? I said, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, man. Somebody go ahead. Lance Parker in the building. What's good, brethren? We got my brother Lance Parker in the building. You know what I'm talking about? Definitely got my brother Nick in the building. I don't see him nowhere now. Hold on, let me look on this one. Yeah, y'all know how, man. I said, y'all know how YouTube be doing, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll just talk to my brother Nick, though. He said he watching, though, so, you know. We're about to bring him up here in a few short ticks. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's what I just be doing behind the scenes when I ain't working at my actual 9-to-5 job that I got. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't at my second job, which is the gym, this is my third job doing this right here. You hear me? You know what I mean? The other jobs we ain't going to talk about. You know what I'm talking about? But, yeah, though, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I'm working here, man, for y'all. Like I said, this y'all's platform, man. You know, come up here and chop it up. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man, straight like that. You know what I'm talking about? Got everybody in the building. Uncle Digg in the building. Andrew in the building. Lance Parker in the building. What's good with y'all? How y'all doing? Thanks for coming out. Everybody else that's in the clouds with your looking asses. What's up with y'all? You know what I'm saying? Click on that like button, man. Subscribe to the goddamn page, please. You know, it don't cost you nothing to hit that like button. It's free. You know, you can do a Dominique Dawes full routine exercise on that goddamn like button if you could, man. Appreciate that. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man. I really enjoyed last night, though, man. You know what I'm saying? Friday nights, that's what pretty much every Friday night is going to be. You know what I'm saying? Different individual going to come through. We're going to chop it up. Various things, man. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, big networking gang. Just, you know, it's just a good thing to do on a Friday night, man. Drop some real knowledge, some real experience, you know what I'm saying, from real life situations. You know what I mean? Because it's so much hate out in the world, man, but it's so much more love. You know what I'm saying? And over here at A-Real Talk, we focus on love. You know what I'm saying? And we love the ladies. Don't get it twisted. Don't ever get it fucked up. Don't ever get it messed up, twisted, none of that shit. We absolutely love the ladies over here. You did. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely love them. You know. Wouldn't want a place where there wasn't. I wouldn't even know what to do if it wasn't no chicks around. I wouldn't want to be here. Send me through a CERN portal to a place where some women at, some females at. You did. I done been around straight niggas and men for numerous years, and I'm telling you right now, I'm only count them up, man. I'm telling you right now, ain't nothing fun about it. You did. It's terrible. Horrible. You hear me? The worst experience I ever had in my life. And I've been there 3 times. You know, I'm not saying that to brag or boast about it, man. I'm just saying, man, decisions you make as a young, foolish boy. You know what I'm saying? How you in a place where you don't want to be. And if you don't learn your lesson and keep doing the same thing, you're going to go back. And then you're going to go back again. And after that 3rd time, if you might not make it back out if you go more than the 3rd time, for real. And something you should look at too, if a nigga keep going back to the joint and just coming home and I mean, he doing petty ass crimes. Right? Not to sit up here and say, like, you know, oh, I did this, or go commit a certain amount. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, you know, them skip bit ass niggas be doing petty crimes like like stealing and shit like that, man. Niggas be going to boosted and shit like that. You hear me? Niggas be going to the store stealing mad clothes and shit. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man. You find out you niggas going to goddamn Macy's stealing clothes and shit, man. The boosting game was a wrap. I remember the boosting game was a very lucrative thing to do, especially if you had a good one. I'm talking about, I used to have people used to come through with hella stuff like clothes washing liquid. I'm talking about like household appliances or household, you know, cleaning products and stuff like that. I used to have people coming through with hella stuff through the spot. You hear me? Yeah, I don't be seeing too much more of that anymore, man. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, though, man. We about to bring my brother Nick up. I'm about to drop the link in the chat right now, Nick, next to my name. You know what I'm saying? You can click on it and I will bring you up here shortly, as soon as he jump on in. You know what I mean? And it's an honor and a privilege to be able to do this, man. I had an opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to have this platform, man, and introduce y'all to people who I know that's making things happen in my city, man. And when it comes to a guy like Nick, making it happen all over the world. You hear me? To the next level with it. You know what I mean? If you a sneakerhead, if you a graphic art, you know what I mean? If you a I even say it's like I would even call it like abstract art. If you in any of that, you gonna love my brother Nick. Yeah, man. You know what I'm talking about? So we got my man Nick right here. You know what I'm saying? We about to bring him in. You know what I'm talking about? And like I said, man, make sure you hold your phone steady, Nick, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we about to bring my brother Nick in right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, I just be sitting up here sometimes. I just be like, man, I'm glad I know some of the people I know, man. For real, it's inspired. That's why it inspired me to do what I do and to go hard and put my all into it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know people within my city, man, that's doing like real big stuff. You know what I'm saying? And this dude right here is, like I say, man, he's nothing short. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring my nigga Nick in right now. Nick,
What's up?
what's good, bro?
How are you, dog?
Man, I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing great.
Yeah, man. You look good, man. Like you been in the gym or something, man. Like you been working out or something,
Working
man.
out a lot, dude.
I
Spending a
could
lot of
tell.
hours at UPS. Definitely getting in shape for sure.
That's what's up. I could tell, man. You lost. I say you lost a couple pounds, man. You look slim and trim, man.
I think the last time I seen you, I had that bad knee injury, man. I got
Yeah.
kind of fluffy there for a second.
Right. So yeah, just like I've been telling the people, man. This is my brother Nick right here. Nick Fridenmaker, man. He's a Columbus native, visionary. I'm talking about extraordinaire. You know what I'm saying? You put him in the mind frame of my man Tony Starks, but from Columbus. You know what I'm talking about?
Tony Stark from Columbus. I like that.
You like that, don't you, Nick?
I do.
No, but I understand. I mean, I'm putting on, of course, but at the same time, I'm keeping it real. Because as y'all walk with us tonight, y'all gonna see what I'm talking about when it comes to this guy right here. You know what I'm saying? I met this dude through a guy who I was going to media school with. What's up with Mike? You still talk to him?
It's been a while. It's definitely been a while. I don't, it's at this point in time, I think everybody's just that, just trying to get their grind on. So he's probably out working his ass off somewhere.
Right. Mike was a good dude, very talented, man. You know
he was, man. I'm sure he's up to some lucrative business elsewhere.
Right. But like I said, I met Nick through him, and you know, saying me and Nick been interacting with each other ever since, man. And you know what I mean? And when Mike first showed me what he was doing, it instantly clicked with me. I'm like, oh man, I gotta meet this dude. Like he from the city. Like I gotta meet him. And I linked up with him. I bought some stuff. Matter of fact, I still got it right here. This is what I bought. I bought these custom sneaks right here.
You hear me? Those are originals right there.
Original on the prototype, original side. You hear me?
Those were still made with like the like that foam polyester material, so we could print before the days that we could construct a shoe.
Right.
That's cool, man. That's like it's like history of my company right
That's
there.
what I'm saying. This is why I rock with my nigga Nick right here. You hear me? And I got these right here, and I got the matching hoodie to go with them. You feel me? Now hold on, I'm about to bug y'all out. You hear me? You know I'm about to bug them out, Nick, right?
Are they ready for
it? Bug them out, right, man? Got the hoodie with the light up gang. You hear me?
You're the only one with that hoodie to this day.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying 101 in the world. You hear me? Hit it with the 2 times. You know what I'm talking about? Or hit them with the flash game. You hear me?
I don't honestly, man. It's been so long since those were produced. I don't even know if the manufacturer's around for those to even make another light up system like that.
You feel me? Straight prototype joints, man. You hear me? I know you're gonna like that, Nick, man.
That's badass, dude.
You hear me? And I'm cousin bougieed out because I got this shirt too. You feel me?
There we go.
You know what I'm talking about? I support
Narco
my local
Rushmore.
entrepreneurs. You hear me?
Dude, I love it. I really appreciate it more than anything. You've been man, it was like you came on as a customer and then quickly became a friend. So I'd love to see your success as well. It's like just hearing your podcast throughout the time I met you when you were in school till now, it's almost like a different show. It's so good,
Right.
and the quality of it's better. I remember the first time we were sitting in your kitchen shooting
Right.
it, and now it's evolving, like you said. It's constantly
Yeah.
evolving. So I love to see that. That means it's dedication and determination.
You already know, man. You
For
already
sure.
know, man. Like I said, I get a lot of my inspiration from watching people like you. You hear me? That's real talk.
I appreciate that.
Seriously.
I get
Now,
mine
Nick,
from
what I
people
want you
like
to
you.
do, yeah, you already know. What I want you to do is I want you to just give the people a brief introduction to yourself, who you are, where you from, how you get inspired to start doing what you're doing. And just give them like a base introduction to all of that,
All right, so my name's Nick Fridenmaker, and I own COUSINBOUJEE TM, which is a design house here in Columbus, Ohio. We produce a lot of artwork, wall art, luxury clothes, streetwear is predominantly what we're running with right now. Luxury bags. We jumped into a different world of animation for just different design aspects. So we're making full-on cartoons now. There's just a lot of different aspects to the company, so we just call it a full-on design company.
Yeah.
Anything that starts with an initial drawing, we expand it from there and we turn it into just whatever product we see fit. We could make a custom pool raft, we could make a custom pair of shoes. So it was just a way for me to start to make my own products, is how it
Right.
started. And we just turned into what we are today. Predominantly what we sell online on cousinboujee.com is just a different selection of wall art and some graphic t-shirts. Through Instagram and more VIP services, you're allowed to shop a very wide range of luxury products. A lot of the reason why the products aren't available for a mass demand is we keep them in low quantities. So that way you assure, just like that hoodie you have on that you're proud of, that no one else, you're not going to bump into somebody with it. So if you pay the money for it, it's high deal, it's legit materials. We're not profiting out the gazoo. You can get the same type of high-end elite designer bag through us for a fraction of the price. It'll still cost you some money, but you can be assured that there's not going to be a million people on this planet walking around with it. There may be 5, there may be 1.
Right.
It just really depends. So we call ourselves a design company, and we're just kind of growing into who we are and expanding from there.
Right. It's a beautiful thing too, because like I say, man, my brother Dick, it's so expansive with what he got going on. Y'all heard everything he said he'd do, man. So we're gonna get into the different aspects of the company. Now, when you first started, as far as actually making it into a business, what are some of the things that you had to go through as far as like legally with the paperwork and all of that, so you could be able to fully operate in the manner in which you do?
So we're getting into more legal advice. So I just want to say I'm not a lawyer or anything. So
Right.
take anything I say to you with a grain of salt, right? I
Right.
think the best thing I've ever heard when it comes to business, right, is it's like having a baby. Now I don't have a baby, but anybody that has their first child, you don't necessarily know what you're doing. You just go with your gut and what you think a good parent should be doing. And that's kind of like a business, right? So if you ask 1,000 people, 1,000 people might give you 1,000 different answers, but they're going to have the same base cores, right? So you want to send up your legal entity, which means you want to develop, are you going to be an LLC? Are you a corporation? How much money are you producing? So if you're producing X amount of dollars, you might not want to be like a LLC. You might want to be like an S corp or something along those lines.
Right.
But that's when it starts to even get more for me. It's like an S corp could be an LLC. I'm not too sure, but that's when you start getting into different tax ranges. But the first thing that you want to do to legitimately say you're a business is set yourself up an LLC, and that's a limited liability company. That's basically separating me, Nick Fridenmaker, and the business, COUSINBOUJEE. Now it says COUSINBOUJEE is a legal entity. That means COUSINBOUJEE pays its own tax.
Right.
That means if a lot of people think if you get sued, it would be your veil of protection. So your company gets sued and your personal asset says that's what an LLC would be founded for.
Right.
there's a lot into it. So when you do your LLC, I highly suggest you get legal advice, right?
Right.
And you want to make sure that you're going about everything professionally. You don't want to half-ass anything. So that's your first step, is set up a legal entity, and that would be your LLC. So now you're a legit tax-paying business. And then you want to register with your state or wherever you may be and get yourself it's an EIN number. It'll come with your LLC. It's basically your social security number for your business. It's your tax-paying number. And then you want to set up some kind of sales tax for your business. More than likely, you're going to have to pay a sales tax. If you're doing a service, a product, or selling anything, it's the legal way to go about things, right? So if you want to be official and go about setting up an empire the right way, that's something that you can't shortcut. Those are your first step foundations, is making sure that you're legal.
Right.
And then I guess you would want to know your markets. You want to know that your product's going to succeed. So before you dump a whole bunch of money into something, you want to know that you can sell that something, if that makes sense. Yes. So it would be good to try to generate some kind of sales if it's going to be whatever method that you have set up. And this is where, are you doing online? Are you doing brick and mortar? How are you going to do it? So you want to try to see if your product's going to push before you set up a huge rent, right? Out of a brick and mortar or something. So I did mine by doing test paintings and going around to local smoke shops in Columbus when I first started. And I would pitch it to them like, hey, business wise, I want you to buy my product. I don't want to put it in your store and wait for someone to buy it. And that's how I make the money. So I'd go in and I'd give them a real nice price and tell them that they can sell them for this number. And if they sell out, I'll be back. And each time they would sell out. So I'd come back, and that's when I knew, like, okay, I can sell these. People like them. They're consistently moving. So you want to make sure whatever you're going to do, if it's a service or a product, that it's consistent in the quality, that people are going to spend money on it and you're not wasting your time or funds. And then from there, I mean, when a shark's hungry, he doesn't wait around to eat. He goes and fucking eats. So you need to get up every single day and go eat. You need to do whatever you can. When you're going to bed at night, you need to think about it. When you get up in the day, and I have a day job I've had for 12 years of my career. It's my main career for UPS. And when I'm there for 12 hours, I think about, this and how I'm going to make it better and whatever I can do. And each part of that plays into it too, because you implement those things. And that's how you start to evolve whatever you're doing. You gotta definitely be prepared for the lows, because it's not always highs. It's something that you got to really be dedicated in if you're going to start a business. I think the normal practice is about 5 years for like sophisticated and most companies to turn profits. So that's 5 years from the day you open the door until you start to turn serious cash or even make a profit. Now, it's not in all cases. Some could come out the gate and be blessed, Look at people selling NFTs and stuff like that when that was going popular. It was an instant cash flow. And then you look at a restaurant or someone that dumps $500,000 into property and products, and they have to make 500 grand back. So dedication to it every single day is the only way you'll be able to do that. Is by constantly making sure that you're always chasing that dream so it doesn't fail.
Right.
And outside of that, I don't think I would be better than the next man to give business advice. I just think it's the core principles that you just need to set up a legal entity. You need to make sure that you have a quality product and service, or you're wasting time and more importantly, your money, and you need to go get it. You can't ever say, I'm going to do this and not do it. And that's that you're already fucking up. And if you have that kind of mentality where you're setting constant New Year's resolutions and you're going to start a business, it's probably going to be the same result as that New Year's resolution. You need to finish it. It's that same principle. Every single day come March, you need to have that same amped, pumped up like you did January 1st.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact, man. Shout out to Vernon85 in the building. Shout out to my man, number one fly god in the building. You know what I'm saying? We got my man Nick up in here, CEO, founder of COUSINBOUJEE, man. And yeah. So Nick, man, you know, it's been a minute since we chopped it up. You know what I mean? I know you got a lot of new things going on. You know what I'm saying? I want you to go ahead and talk to the people about the importance of being able to diversify your company as far as like your brands and stuff, especially doing what you're doing. Because like I said, you just mentioned you're doing the NFTs, you're doing the artwork, cartoons, wall art, steel. You got to go ahead and give them some game on the importance of being able to do that when it comes to starting like a lifestyle brand or a clothing company, art company.
So I just think that since COVID, it was a huge example of how you have to be resilient and able to adapt, right?
Yes.
So we've seen a lot of stuff obviously shift from brick and mortar to online. I originally set up as an online company, but I did most sales in brick and mortar. So I had to find a way to change that overnight. This was the foundation of the company, so I need to find a way to really engage with a larger reach online.
Right.
So I was kind of forced to diversify when going down that road.
Exactly.
You know, and then you start going online. What do people like? Animation's big, right? Not a lot of people can do it, and then you start to go down that rabbit hole. How do you do it? You know, what is it going to take? What is it going to cost? Am I going to have to hire a team? Is it something that I can do? So that was probably one of the first things that I got into that had nothing to do with like an actual product that's completely off topic and irrelevant. Then you got to find a way to kind of take these new things and make it relevant, right? So if you watch a lot of my stuff, they're always dressed in COUSINBOUJEE clothes. One of my popular T-shirts, Love Child, will bring him to life. Now he's the main character, right?
Okay.
And he's just a cough syrup sipping bear, and he just walks around and just gets into a bunch of different. And the backdrops are our paintings, and then we'll set up like a COUSINBOUJEE bar. And me and a good friend that I went to high school with, Clark, dude of a million voices, and we just start putting this together. And sure enough, during COVID, I had some pretty big names buy animation off of us that we would do for them. And I mean, that was more just at first me seeking like a childhood dream, right? Like I've always wanted to make my own cartoon.
Yeah, I remember when you first told me about that, man.
So I was just animations, something people really like. I think we can do something here. And then I'm like, I think I can do it. I mean, poorly at first, but I think I can grow into it if I work at it, right? So it was just, I seen a need for online engagement. This is the best way that I think I can be different at it. And that's why I started to branch out in all these different things. It's more of goals that I had set for the company day one that I couldn't fund day one, or I couldn't rapidly expand day one because it takes time, you know? So it's just a lot of core things that I put down, and I just don't leave that plan, and I make sure that it's a quality product before it's out. A quality product is elite, right? So who are you comparing your product? Is it Nike, Gucci? Like, or is that what you're calling a quality product, and that's what you want to compare it to? The best artist in the world? That's a quality product. So that's, you don't want to fall shorter than that, right? And then at the same time, you want to be different. So the biggest thing is, like, you won't see too much on cousinboujee.com, and that's just an online sales thing. You know, I've been told the most successful companies only sell like one or two products, but then again, the most successful companies are like Amazon and eBay, and they don't even sell a product, but they sell millions of different products. So it's a real weird area, right? But they say if you're going to make a website, you only want your certain product. You don't want to sell bags and artwork and t-shirts. So that's why we have more of the Instagram and the VIP thing set up, and that you can see us. And then the real way to get these products would be in person through Sneaker Freaks or one of the big shows that we do throughout the year. And there you'll see a lot of different innovation. You'll see a lot of diversity. You'll see a lot of different things that we're working on throughout the year that you might not be able to get general public wise on a website. It's more of a Columbus thing, a local thing, and more of like someone like you that spent money with the company early, right? And they got into that VIP class early. So now the whole list of products is open for you. So it's not like necessarily everything's available to the public, but they're available to definitely certain people within, you know, that VIP package that spent certain dollars in the company, that's huge supporters, that's reasons why it's functioning. We'll do a lot of cool things for them and branch out. Uh, but to maintain that kind of stuff is really hard. To store 200-300 bags for the public would be a feat for me with everything else we're doing. And then logistic wise, you want to make sure when you diversify and you're running an online website that your manufacturing setups, for example, when you buy out of China and you're making something from scratch, right? So you gotta, like Nike doesn't get their shoelaces made from the same factory that the shoes are being made out of.
Right.
That's also a shoelace factory making those. It's each place is its own special function, right? So
Right.
when you have manufacturing setups into your website and you order a bag and you order a t-shirt, it could come from two different places. So then now you have the issue, when is those two pieces going to get to your doorstep? So there's a logistics things in it. So when you diversify, you just want to make sure that it's readily available, that it's along your same product line, and that you can incorporate it, right? And you're not getting, I'm not selling candles. And if I did sell a candle, I think we both know what kind of candle it would be. It would be some crazy fucking statue art. It would be an art piece, right? It would
Right.
be way over the top that would
Right.
fit into the company. You don't want to get too far out. Or if you do, it's not a bad thing. You just want to set up a new LLC and go about it with under a new business name. And now you own two businesses.
Right.
And that's something that you might see me do here in the future with the bag solely and stuff like that. And then now there's
Okay.
two businesses, and then I can start to offer more public bags and the same exclusive bags with the same, high quality artistic value uniqueness to it.
Right. Shout out to my man High King Andrews in the building. Shout out to my man Number One Fly God with the 10 piece on the Cash App. Thank you, brother. All contributions are definitely accepted, needed, wanted, and very much appreciated, man. So, shout out to Number One Fly God with that. Definitely got my man High King Andrews in the building, my man Running 85 in the building. Yeah, man. So we got my man Nick in the building, CEO, founder of Cousin Boujee. You know what I'm saying? And like he said, man, when you go to the website, you can go to the website. I'm pretty sure you can still make purchases and stuff through the website. But like he was saying,
Absolutely. It's where you'll see all the large art selection that we have. So Cousin Boujee, the designs that we make, you can hop on the website and you can order most of that just to hang on your wall. There's a lot of one-on-one pieces that we have that come out of Ukraine. There's going to be your higher pieces. We have a lot of street clothes on there. There we go. Yeah, you can put your custom request in at the top. We'll work for you. We'll paint you. We'll do whatever you need. That's how you can get there's all of our different artworks. These are what we call digital prints. They're painted by hand on something like a iPad or a touch screen via softwares like Adobe Illustrator, Photoshop, different softwares like this, and we paint them by hand. And then this way we can reprint them with a partnered manufacturer, $500,000 printing machines that'll come out just like an oil painting. What you're previewing here was painted in the Ukraine. The only other image by this is the artist that painted it himself. He works in my company. It was a oil painting by hand that was bought by a museum over there. And the only only people with rights to it outside of that is me, and that's the only digital copy that we have. And we repainted it by hand through another Ukrainian artist, and we turned it into this. So anytime that you buy something that's lower end on the scale, say $100 to $150, they're going to come out just like they are a $2,000 piece, or something that we might have listed for $1,300. It's going to come out just like the top of the line stuff that we sell.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Now, if y'all remember, goddamn, you hear me?
Yeah.
If y'all remember Thursday night, ladies' night, you know what I'm saying? Or one of these days this week, I wore a shirt. Y'all see that on the screen, right? Y'all see that image on the screen right there, right? Now peep this. This is the shirt I had on the other night. You forgot I had this, didn't you, Nick?
Yeah, dude, that got popular after you bought that.
Right. You hear me? I'm gonna take this off the screen real quick so y'all can see. I got that same print on this shirt. Custom on the front
Boujee
and the
Needin'
back.
Polo.
You feel me? Custom Cousin Boujee, you hear me? Got a Renaissance painting on the polo. You hear me? You can rock this with the all black Tim, some wheats. You hear me?
Like the vibe was very Dolce and Gabbana when they did the Poseidon artwork. Conor McGregor made that polo popular.
Yeah, so you know, man. Make sure you go to cousinboujee.com and check out the prints, man.
We'll be having a huge update on the website soon. We're going to offer a lot more clothes, stuff that I was never offering to the public. That's going to be more easy for me to mass produce now. Shorts, we have a lot of shorts coming out, so you can look forward to that. A lot of different quality shirts and new things that we're going to be doing. So that should be updated by the end of the weekend, I hope. Don Chapo, that's my #1 seller. That's hanging in Sinaloa.
Sinaloa?
Yeah.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. So this is the type of
That
stuff
was a
when
crazy story. This dude hits me up. He was an IG follower, man. Great dude. And he asked how long it would be before I could get it shipped out. And I checked my email, and he bought it. And it was to this spot in California. And then maybe 2 weeks after I sent it out, he sends me this video. And it is in Sinaloa. I can't even say it right. At a bar, at his spot, hanging above the bar. And it just badass, dude. Probably one of the coolest moments in my company's short history. I got that video and I just went nuts. Like, yes, made it to the motherland, dude.
That's how you know you made it when you start getting stuff like that, man. You know what I mean?
Up, man. Because that's a huge tribute piece, you know?
That is.
Like that's the greatest prison escape in fucking history. Like, he did that. Like that's minus the J's, but he did that shit.
He definitely didn't have a pair of gems on, and that's what I'm saying, y'all. That's what I'm saying when I say my man niggas are innovative. Like, you can just tell that this artwork, this is a different. Like I said, man, my man's is one of the most innovative guys I met since I've been home. Definitely in Columbus, period. And I've been out here my whole life. Yeah, that's dope, ain't it, Uncle Diggity? That's fly. He got some more stuff on there. Go check out the website. It's right there. He got more stuff on there, digital prints, wall art. You know what I'm saying? You can get these prints put on, basketballs and stuff like that, or jackets and stuff like that, all of that, man. He do the whole demo. You know what I'm saying? Custom joints. You made this into one of the logos, right?
Yeah, that is my logo. That we made a painting around it. That's that was painted by a Ukrainian artist. A lot of my artists, man, unfortunately, and we want to say prayers to Ukraine. With everything going on, there is actual people there, just life-changing scenarios for them, and a lot of them unfortunately aren't around anymore. Some of them are. Some of them are in Germany and trying to come here. But that a lot of pieces that you see from the early days came out of a school in Ukraine. There was a bunch of artists working for me, and they were so killer, dude. That right there was by the same artist too, the Snake. It's called Lady with a Unicorn. It's a classical painting. If you Google it, it'll pop up this early Renaissance painting, and we remixed it 3 times with a Yeti, a snake, and an alien. And it's the same artist that did Chapo, that did this. They're just so, when you talk about being diverse, the way one person can paint just different images that look like different people is just mind blowing to me. That's another Ukrainian piece. Early days, that was the second piece that I've ever painted. That was out of I think Obelisk, close to the border of Russia, Ukraine.
Detroit 313, what's good in the building? Men in Pursuit of Purpose, what's good, brother? How y'all doing, man? We chopping it up with my brother Nick, man, CEO of Cousin Boujee, man. We in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, my guy's a visionary right here. You know what I'm saying? I just, like I said, when I first met him, man, I was just like, you know, I'm like, man, I gotta, you know, this is a guy who I could rock with right here. You know what I'm saying? And I just knew, I just instantly knew, like, man, he got something right here. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot more from where this came from right here. You know what I'm saying? But this is the type of stuff, if you go on his website, this is the type of stuff. And he can even do custom joints, like would put you in the picture and stuff like that, right?
Absolutely. Right now we have my art director's out of Serbia, and custom requests with him all day long. We can do absolutely anything, any style. This man is 24 years old. I hired him on, quickly promoted him. He is probably the best artist I've ever met in my personal life. He has over 200 styles mastered. He's a collegiate teacher. He's changing the way the country of Serbia looks at art academically. And this is who would be working for you if you ever decided to get a custom request for us. You have the best of the best. We're talking about people that are changing the game in their respected countries, painting you however you want, painting whatever you want. We've done wedding portraits. We've done fandom stuff where someone might want, you know, just a scene from their favorite movie painted, and we've done that. There's just a lot of different things that someone might want to recreate. We've had people recreate family members from when they were kids. That was just a real, you know, destroyed photo, and we had to bring it back to life. We had to bring color. It was an old school photo. They were a kid. There was chunks of the photo missing. It was black and white, and we had to recreate that and bring it to life. And we can do all that for you for more of affordable price than you think. A lot of custom starting out commercially is around $500. This means you can sell this stuff. It's yours. So if you want to go start a t-shirt company for $500, you get elite designs. And if you make $1 million, you don't owe me a cent of that.
Right.
Legally, that's yours. It's a commercial license. That is now your artwork. You are the copyright holder. Right. Starting out a little bit under that, depending what exactly you're looking for, it's about $300 to $350, and that'll come on a 24 by 24 digital print frame in canvas. Last up to 100+ years in direct sunlight. Compete with any museum quality canvas. All the specs are on the digital prints on the description, and you can read about what we do. Those are the original oil paintings. Those are the last few left that came out of Ukraine, actually. All those were flown directly to Columbus from a flight in Ukraine, right out of the war zone. When the war broke out, the rest of the paintings are still over there.
Right.
But each one of those, that came out from a real good artist, Sergey Barnabov. I probably botched the name. Excuse me, Sergey, if you're listening to this. But yeah, he came right out of the Ukraine too. Amazing artist over there, amazing people.
Right. So yeah, man, we got my brother Nick in the building, CEO of Cousin Boujee. As y'all see, y'all go to the website, check out that artwork. You know what I'm saying? Go check him out on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? At Cousin Boujee on Instagram right now.
Police helicopters out.
Of course they are.
Always.
And Nick is definitely from the west side of Columbus. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But that's the
fly by eventually.
Yeah, you go to Instagram and just type that in right there, man. You can go to his Instagram, check out everything. You know what I'm saying? Hit him with a DM, get at him if you're interested in anything. You know, any custom, anything in particular that you want to discuss on some wall art or anything else, you can always get at him on Instagram as well. So Nick, now that you said, I remember you was talking about the cartoon and all of that stuff. And I remember when you was first telling me about it, and now I see that you really is I see you really going head first into it. You know what I mean? So go ahead and drop some game on what inspired you to want to even diversify that into the portfolio, and how was the process of going through making it actually happen?
Yeah, so I mean, I think we discussed it years back that cartoons was kind of something like as a kid that I always wanted to do. You know, I always wanted to make my own product line. I always wanted to make my own shoes, and then it's like, you know, COVID hit, and you see this rapid expansion into high engagement with animation. I've hired a few people at the time to do animation, but it was so expensive. I got quoted $5,000 for 60 seconds.
Right.
And if anybody's watched any of this, it's rather vulgar and it's crude, and it's not something I would invest. That it's more of a passion. So I just sat down and really tried to figure out a way to do it. I found the softwares I needed. Adobe has a lot of great stuff.
Hey Nick, you got a light over there where you at?
What's that?
You got like a porch light or something you could cut on?
Hold on real quick. Let me cut this pump. Pool pump's too loud.
We got Kari D in the building. What's up, baby? How you doing?
I apologize. Will you say that again?
Oh no, I just was saying you ain't got like a light source.
That's what I was just about to try to do because I was out here by the phone. But yeah, I got you. Hold on.
Right. Kari D in the building, y'all, man. Thanks everybody for coming out, chopping up with me and my brother Nick, man.
But yeah, so if we, like you said, diversify. So we wanted to find a way to get into something different but stay in the same. So we found a software that takes our drawings and turns them to life.
Okay.
So it's, we're on the forefront of AI. That's something else I think if I ever got into any other businesses, it's more along the line of what I would invest in. That's going to be the future. There's no fighting it.
Right.
So it's kind of like our first look of all that, right? We have artificial intelligence systems now that are doing incredible things.
Uh-oh.
Are you there?
Yeah.
All right, my bad. So everything that your face does will now translate to this artwork in 2D, right? So you have to do simple like rigging. That means you got to have a little bit of skill, and make sure that, the mouth is where the mouth needs to be. But otherwise, the system will pick it up and it'll bring it to life. And then from there, you need a little bit of animation skills and you can bring this character to life. So once we did that and we have this, functional thing that we made that can walk and talk, we went full in. We just, we didn't hold back. We just started making a lot of what if a cartoon bear went to a human strip club? Like, you know, like what if the bear's addicted to cough syrup all the time? And we just went in with it and we just started having a good time, dressed them in our clothes, always have them dripped out, and just getting into different bullshit all the time. And we just had a good time. And I have this friend, like I said, he's got so many different voices. He's absolutely hysterical. He's going to be a huge part of this, and you'll see some cool stuff come out of that for sure.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. So yeah, be on the lookout for the animation, Cousin Boujee animation coming to you soon as well. Now, of course, naturally speaking on this is going to naturally lead into, I heard you speak on NFTs as well. And that's part of the metaverse. That's part of the smart grid. That's part of everything that's coming on. Like my man said, it's here. You hear me say it all the time. The smart grid is now here. You can't can't miss it. You're going to have to get on board with it in some form or fashion. Now, I want you to go ahead and speak on to your knowledge about NFTs and how you diversifying Cousin Boujee imagery into NFTs and how that's going to be lucrative for you in the future.
NFTs, huh? So when you bring it up, right, a lot of people instantly want to discredit it. It's bullshit. Right. How is this fucking picture that my son could draw selling for $150,000?
Right.
So I think the main thing that I want to stress, so we see the complete crash of that market right now.
Mm-hmm.
We see it's not thriving and surviving, but what we never did see was the actual implementation of these NFTs. NFTs was a technology that was brought about, and the first thing that jumped on it is let's sell artwork. The reason why artwork was selling is it's a great way to say that you own a piece and a great way that it's authenticated. The actual technology of an NFT, and since it's still early and all the rules and regulations, we haven't seen what exactly it can do.
Right.
For example, if I made a Cousin Boujee piece and you bought the NFT to it, and now you own 20% of that piece, and every time I make a sale at an event like Sneaker Freaks coming up September 10th, everybody should come to that. It is the dopest event in the city of Columbus.
Right.
You'll see me full-fledged there and all the unique stuff that we're talking about.
Right.
But if I sell anything, if it's in person taking cash in an event, if it's online in a sale, you get 20% of every single sale legally. The NFT binds you to a contract. Now, the reason we haven't seen that kind of stuff is there's rules and regulations with stock, sharing and real deal stuff like Wall Street. There's rules, and you can't just start cashing people 20% out of businesses because that's called, terms and other things outside the metaverse.
Right.
And then you start getting into legal matters. So I think as the years go on, the implementation of it will get better, and we won't see the silly pictures of monkeys and stuff selling.
Right.
And even those silly pictures that we seen had a utility to it. Those monkeys, those Bored Ape yachts, that you weren't Bored Ape Yacht Club. You weren't just buying this picture of a monkey.
Right.
What you bought was a pass that now you can go to any celebrity party. You're now invited to these exclusive events. You and the elite are in the same yacht because you have this Bored Ape yacht. Now, it doesn't mean you, again, bought this artwork. It's a social status in a way. You talk about networking for business. Where else would you want to network than a boat filled with millionaires and movie stars and all this other stuff? And that made it a realistic possibility for people like me and you if we bought one of those.
Right.
So that's an NFT. But what we've seen so far with them and how they're used and implemented has been just very minute of what it really is and what it could be.
Yes.
I think the coolest example I heard is if Rolex made an NFT and you bought a watch and it doesn't come with that NFT, your watch is fake.
Right.
So if you can't pull up this NFT and get the NFT online that Rolex made, that is 100% fake. It needs to be certified. I can't explain it as good as them, but it makes sense.
Well, I know what you're talking about.
Because you're putting yourself out on the blockchain and your name's permanent and there's only a, you know what I mean? And I don't know how you would tie the watch to the NFT online, but basically it would be a way of completely crashing the counterfeit market. So there's a lot of huge changes that could be made with them. We just haven't seen it. And again, that was just last year when they came out. So there's a lot to go on, a lot still to go on.
It's a lot. And like you said, I agree. I don't think people see what the full implications of us being introduced with these NFTs, these non-fungible tokens. I don't think people really see what this is, like I said, the implications of it. Because
and rightfully so, because what did we do with them when they first came out? We spent millions of dollars on pictures of rocks and birds and apes. So it gave it a bad name right out the gate. But I think that it would be a great way to share profits of a company.
Yeah.
If you wanted to invest in Cousin Boujee one piece at a time, the only way that I know of that I could make that happen is an NFT. Because that's the only way that's going to legally bind us. And without getting into court, it's a smart contract. So if you have it, especially like there's a lot of stuff that you get, because in-person sales, this doesn't apply, but it automatically goes to your account. When I make money, you're 20%. Right there, divvies just like that. I don't get to touch it and do that. So another big thing is right now there's too many ways to bypass that system, right? So you really want it to be when you purchase something and I'm getting the money, it goes right to my account, that I don't have to wait for a third party to send me that money, right? Like if you're investing and then you got to wait for your shares to come back and all this and that. This was instantaneous, was the thought and the process. It has great ideology behind it. You know, it's just, we're early in a very rapid, that's what I said with AI and stuff. In 20 years, it might not be the NFT, but it might be something extremely similar that does something way better. We don't know, but we see it in person right now changing in front of us. So it's either get on board or get left behind. I'm not saying invest anything into anything. I made money off NFTs without investing a cent. But I also own a design company and I can sell stuff, right? You got to get on board with different things and be open to it. Just it's a new world, man. Things are dramatically changing. I just had a AI system called Midjourney. Anybody listen to this, go check this out. You need a Discord, you can join it for free. And you get into this chat bot and you text this AI software what you want it to paint, and it comes out, dude, freaky. It comes out really, really good within minutes. And our best artist alive, time is something that you cannot put into art. You have to wait. Like if you want your piece done right and correctly, especially when it comes to oil paints and stuff like this, there's dry times. It takes a certain amount of time. It could be a month for a real oil painting. It could be a week or 2 weeks for high-end digital. We're talking about 80 hours worth of work. The system will do that in 5 minutes or less. And we're talking about a system that's developing its own creativity. Right. So we're talking about when you paint, one of the first things that you got to do and you're setting up your sketch is like, what am I going to paint? We hear writer's block. We hear, but this thing is taking what you tell it. So I want a koala in a tree with a Gucci shirt, and it paints that, but it paints it in its own creative way. So that's the future, regardless of what anybody's saying, because that's the first time in human history that we've ever witnessed anything come close to something like that.
Yeah, so yeah, man. And that's what I'll be sitting here telling y'all, man. I tell y'all all the time that the smart grid is here. You know what I'm saying? It'd be wise to, you know what I'm saying, don't let the unintelligent artificial intelligence outthink you and get innovative and figure out how you can make it lucrative and profitable for you going into the future. Because one of the other things about NFTs that they're not really focusing on, but a lot of things, and when people think about them, it's kind of like they beta tested it with the form and the version of which they introduced us to. Because when you think about the metaverse and you think about where this stuff is headed with the metaverse and all of that, NFTs are going to prove, like like Nick said, to be more diverse, more lucrative. It's not going to be just about pictures of silly graphics of monkeys and birds or whatever. It's going
They're
to
going to
be
be more
actual.
conventional. You're going to have
Yeah,
more use to them, more practicality. You're going to be able to
right,
use an NFT to shop, to it, there,
exactly,
to prove it's you. What if this is the new system that proves it's you? You know,
right,
there's no more identity theft. It's
right.
you. And
That's
there's a
that's a
lot that can be into this.
Right. That's an important aspect of it too. And as far as the metaverse goes, when you invested in NFTs, and that's also also introducing investing in the virtual real estate. You know what I'm saying? It all seems like it's something that's not really be taken serious now. And of course, in the version in which we're being exposed to it is actually not right now. But going into the future, and the implications we're seeing is that, um, you're going to have to end up, like my man Nick said, getting on board, because when it comes to real estate in the metaverse, and everybody's hooked up to the metaverse, you know, virtual real estate is going to be a very lucrative thing. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
I think
saying?
that I still think we're way off before we see it. I mean, not way off, but I think we're still 10, 15 years out before some huge breakthroughs, maybe. I'm not exactly huge into NFTs, but
Right,
anything that's lucrative, right? And that important in the changing of life and what we're doing as industries, you need to get in it. Uh, Big reason why it was just the art thing for me and what I was, it was real hard to push products that way, quality. I much rather have you hang something on your wall that
right,
means something, like that jacket on your back, and
right,
just the systems that were set up, and just the early days was what we're watching. The early days, the pioneer days. We're looking at Windows 97.
right,
So it just needs to grow in advance. And meantime, I work at it. It was nothing. All an NFT was just, it's called minting a piece of art that we already have. So technically, I've been making NFTs the whole time Cousin Bougie was created.
right,
It was just minting it, and then now it became a non-fungible token that was available for Ethereum and Bitcoin to buy.
right,
So it's it. I think it's still on the forefront, but we won't see it how we see it now. It's going to be more security purposes or something.
right,
It's going to be
right,
more ledger, receipt. You bought something. It's traceable in a way. I don't know how to explain it, but there's a lot that goes into it, and it's definitely in the future. Been working on a lot of other things since that crashed, like the expansion of real deal custom shoes and stuff like that. So again, it's just being adaptive and making sure while one industry is growing, that your feet's in the door and that you can do something else in the meantime. That way you have streams of revenue coming in, trying to make money.
right, right. Right now, as far as when the actual products go, what's the process like? And when you first started out, what were some things you had to discover that you had to go through and get over, as far as in sourcing out your actual material for the products that you're selling, like the actual like cloth and fabrics and all that?
So when I first started, I was originally set up to be an online store. I didn't have too much ambition for a brick and mortar. I didn't know how I would
Right,
do it. So a lot of the stuff was POD systems, print on demand. Uh, you send a picture, a manufacturer gets it, they print it on a T-shirt, and you customize the cloth through the artwork, right? So that was the early days. Now, the same manufacturers that I had then, I still have now. That's who still prints on the streetwear clothes and a lot of the graphic shirts. These shorts that I have on, it's the way you make that kind of stuff. So we still have those original setups. But as far as what I do now with, for example, we're doing a pair of Crash Bandicoot custom high top Jordan 1s, right?
Right.
That's completely from scratch out of a factory. It needs to have a design to it. It needs to be drawn up, illustrated. You need to have someone that can draw exactly every detail, label every material. You want suede here. You want it's like this carpet material for the toe. You want leather trim. You want the whole nine, right? You got to go through and list each one of your next to this picture. And then from there, you want to find a partner manufacturer that can make this product. So it's a search from there. And then you find it, and then they're going to go ahead and look at whatever you have, right? You're going to have a meeting, and they're going to be like, yes, we can make it. No, we can't. If they say, yes, we can make it, it's going to come with a price. And then you get into negotiations. So it's pretty much one of the routes I've been doing lately to build higher-end custom work. I'm so busy I can't stitch up the shoes myself. There's a lot of stuff I do myself, but I can't. I won't ever sell anything that's less of quality, right?
Right.
So I'm not gonna sell anything that I make shoe wise on there. It's gonna be through a legit high-end manufacturer that takes my designs that we make and they build this shoe from scratch, just like Nike does, just like Adidas does. The same thing. It's the high end, the same materials Nike uses, the same soles,
right,
the same exact shit, the same manufacturers I work with. So it was definitely, like you said, an evolution from being able to do what I could afford day one and what I could do day one into growing into what we are and what we can become, just slowly but surely, and really having a goal, chasing it, not stopping, and finding. It took probably from the pair of shoes you bought off me till today, it took that long to figure this out and do this.
right.
I just figured it out last year, so it took a better half of 2 years just to figure out how to do it correctly to where it's not going to cost me money. It's going to be cheap, most importantly, because a lot of stuff on my site or through us might be expensive, but it is low cost compared if you were to go buy it from a design house like Gucci or Louis Vuitton,
Right.
or if you're buying artwork off, anybody outside the company of an artist that quality is going to cost you some money. Here you can buy a print for $100 made a maple wood frame. And then you got the next level up with your hand paintings. And then, you have the shoes that you have. And then now we have the next level up with the high-end customs. So what we really focused on was trying to get away from just strictly POD and then now crafting the item. The bags, I don't have one with me in here, but the bags are all crafted, hand-stitched. You've seen those. It's more than just putting ink onto an item and running with it, right? Or dye sublimation or anything like that. This is actual, you want a handle here? We'll put a fucking handle here for you.
Right.
This is getting more custom. We want to be a custom design company, so now we can turn the whole point to the bags and the shoes is we want to be able to draw you something, you approve it, we can make it. So now what we just did together is going to become a real life product for you. And this is the system that I've developed to make the customs, if that makes sense. If you want a custom bag and you have the money, we'll draw it out the way you want it. We'll make sure this thing is perfect. And then we'll have it stitched up and made by one of the best crafts in that respected country. The bags come out of Pakistan. And you look up at how many elite clothing manufacturers have their stuff made there. It's a lot. My dude makes the bags for a lot of the gun manufacturers and the casings.
Right.
So when you buy a Glock, that kind of stuff. There's lot more personalization that I can put into it now and do things. Um, opposed to what you have on now, where it was the biggest customization part was the light up, L wire string around. But everything else is more of a design aspect. I have to be able to make it look nice through print, because that same hoodie is just that original core is just white. It's just a blank white hoodie, and you have to make it look like that. And that's more of the original setup and what we did.
Right. Yeah, man. Because like I said, it's a very diverse array of things that my man Nick has got going on with Cousin Boujee, from clothes to shoes to wall art, artwork, lifestyle branding, creating imagery, graphic images and stuff like that. Now, as far as the future goes, Nick, what is the future for Cousin Boujee outside of the cartoon that you mentioned? What else is in store for Cousin Boujee as in going into 2022 and beyond?
I'm just gonna keep trying to push the craft better and better and better. More shoes. I want my own shoe line and brand for the company. That right now we're doing things like pre-orders at 10, and they're real nice sneakers. But we would like to make them available to where it's online and you can go get a pair of the Kid Boos, or you can go get a pair of Boujees, just like you buy your shoes now. We want to make those high-end customs readily available, just like you could at a Finish Line or a Foot Locker. Future, as in upcoming, recent, like here soon future, September 10th again is a big thing I'm stressing, is Sneaker Freaks. It's the 10th anniversary. I think everybody in the city should come out to this thing. If you're into it, if you're into fashion, if you're into Jordans, if you're into Yeezy, if you're into artwork, if you're into the big names in the city, this is where I met Crash Minotti. Ezekiel Elliott's been at this place for one of the past events. This is where you network. If you have anything that you're trying to get out there, these are the people you want to meet and tell them about your product or your service or your business. Or get yourself a table. Tables are still available right now. If you want to make some great money one day and you have something that you feel confident in, t-shirts, if that's what you're selling, get yourself a table. Registration's going on now. You can get on Sneaker Freaks Instagram and grab you some tickets and a table. It's, in my opinion, for businesses and vendors, it's the best event in the city that we have.
It is.
I know 17, 18-year-old kids that make $20,000 in one day in a show. So if you're on the business aspect, get in there and get you a table. If you're in there looking as a collector and just to check some cool things out in the city, you won't see more cool local built stuff than in this environment here. Wow. You have all your sneaker stores are here, all are authentic, and then you just have random innovators all over the city showing up, just making Louis Vuitton cabinets and just crazy stuff that was built and made here, and it's badass. So that's the next thing that we're doing. I'll have a 3-table booth. I'm doing it with a company called Die Daddy. They'll take like clothes that you bring them, recycled clothes, and they turn them into these masterpieces, dude. Works of street art. Just an absolute amazing company, affordable. We'll have about 4 tables up there and just packed with just all kinds of. We'll have the Crash Bandicoot shoes. First time public will be able to see those. I'll have pre-orders for the Kid Boo, Cousin Boujee. Those are our 2 leading line sneakers right now.
Okay.
We'll have a few bags available to be made. In the future, we have another bag that's about to be coming out called the Steppenwolf Odin bag. It's made with real wolf fur. It's very similar to the Tibetan bag that we have out, the tiger bag. So the future right now is just, as long as the world keeps spinning in this crazy day and age, I think you'll see more advancements from me. We're not going nowhere.
Right. Yeah, as far as the future go, man, you know what I'm saying? The sky's the limit. You know what I mean? The sky's the limit, man, especially when it comes to this, because it's so lucrative, it's so diverse. And like I said, we're going into this metaverse, so it's going to be limitless options to go.
I agree. I
You know what I'm
absolutely
saying?
agree.
Limitless options. So, you know what I mean? I ain't going to keep holding you, Nick, man. I know you might be busy. You got to get back to work. You know what I'm saying? It's
I
a very
appreciate it.
busy guy right here. Go ahead and leave him with all your contact information, the Instagram and all that so they can get in contact
Yeah,
with
facts. So on Instagram, it's Cousin Bougie, COUSINBOUJEE, and then cousinbougie.com if you want to go ahead, and you don't have to buy nothing, but I would appreciate it if you just go and check the artwork out. It would make me and at least 6 people around the world extremely happy. We see each person that
you.
comes in and visits, and we appreciate that more than anything. If you just keep in mind that each piece that you see is like 80 hours of work someone did for each piece, and we have maybe 200 pieces in the collection. So there's a lot of people and a lot of collective to build this just for you to view. Because it's either art you hang on your wall, or if you just want to view it for free, go check it out. And anytime you want to visit my Instagram, we have a spectacle and a shit show going on every day. So come check that out.
Yeah, come check that out. I just dropped the link in the StreamYard, and we'll leave a couple more minutes. You know what I'm saying? If anybody want to come up, ask Nick a question, man, you're more than welcome to do that. There go the link right there. If you want to, you know what I'm saying? We're going to give like another 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Come up in here, ask my brother some questions, man. Now, I want to know when it comes to the some Cousin Bougie jeans. That's what I want. The question I want to ask you is, are you going expand into some making some like jeans and stuff?
I honestly I could do it tomorrow. It's just a cost thing, and just
Right,
everything has like a cost, so you just got to chip each project at a time. Am I going to try to develop sneakers, or what? I could develop jeans for sure. If I had a buyer for a single pair of jeans, I could go and try to find a manufacturer and put whatever they wanted on there. Or we definitely came close a few times for jean jackets and putting some of those crazy mural pieces on the back. It just never dumped the money into it. Always found a product that I just felt more reliable and safe in building.
right,
But
right,
I'm
right.
definitely it's this winter. I'm sure that we'll finally go with like pant jeans for sure, denim. Something I've been working on. I've been working. Most of the shoes have denim jeans built into it, so it's something that we've always wanted to incorporate. We just haven't taken the risk yet to develop, because that's something that you probably need a high MOQ for, buy 100 pair, etc., 1,000 pair,
Right,
whatever it may be.
right. Yeah, so yeah, the link is in the chat. If anybody want to come up and ask my brother Nick a question, you know what I'm saying? Maybe something that he didn't touch on, or something you might want to ask that was outside of what we discussed. And I just want to say, when it comes to what my man Nick got going on with Cousin Bougie, like I just see the sky. Like I said, the sky's the limit. You know what I'm saying? I see, you know, GQ magazine. I'm thinking that's the type of stuff I think of when I think of Cousin Bougie, man. I think of
I
being able to
appreciate you, man.
compete. Or you already know. I think of being able to one of these days be able to compete. You know what I'm saying, with the established fashion houses like Gucci and Prada and Christian Dior and all of them. Because if you pay attention to these fashion houses, they're into different other, massive different other things too, into like home decorum and wall art, jewelry, you know what I'm saying, and many other things. So, like I said, when I think of Cousin Bougie, I think, like I said, not just like clothes and paint, but I think of like a lifestyle, like a brand type situation. You know what I
On
mean?
fashion house for the clothing line, a lot more
Yeah,
than just t-shirts. We really want to make whatever you can think of in your head product wise a possibility, and
right,
especially for art, whatever you think of, we want to be able to say we can paint it. Whatever's in your head, we want to be able to say we can bring to life.
right. And definitely won't be on the lookout for that Cousin Bougie cartoon. If you got liberty to speak on it, what's the name of it?
We're going through a couple different things. There was a series that we wanted to do called Coke, Weed, Heroin, where there are three roommates, and they're all characters, and they just get into a bunch of bullshit. They hate the heroin roommate. Coke's always too fucking amped up, and Weed's just too lazy, and they just go around and do bullshit. The main one we're doing right now is Love Child, the bear, and that's probably going to be the series. It's a T-shirt that we originally started with. He's now his own character, walking around just getting in all kind of random stuff.
Right.
He's got a bar. He lives in a bar. He's been at the strip club a few times, just a whole bunch of stuff like that. But that's called Love Child, the
Right.
bear. So probably one of those two is what we'll act on for sure. You'll see a whole bunch of different spin-offs, us practicing a whole bunch of random shit. Looks like Robot Chicken. A lot of different 20-second blips, 20 seconds of this, 20 seconds of that. And that's just us practicing, trying to make you laugh and, practice material, delivery, stuff like that. There's a lot that goes into it. Yeah. Just like your podcast, man. It's more than just sitting up this interview. You got to edit sometimes. You got to set up those mics. You got to have all your system and software into place. There's a lot into it. So just making sure that we can do it, and you should be able to see it here soon. We got a lot available now. If you hopped on COUSINBOUJEE.com, COUSINBOUJEE's Instagram, there's a lot of different reels that's made it and stuff like that you can view that's pretty popular.
Yeah, man, it's a lot of work that goes behind the scenes, especially when it comes to this. Like my man said, when you the chief cook and bottle washer, it's a lot of stuff. It can get very tedious, very time consuming, but it's all worth it at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, when you put all this hard work in, the end result is what you have vision in your head. As long as what you got a vision in your head, you bring it into fruition and you can see it happening, working, you're successful, man. And that's what I focus on. You know what I'm saying? I told myself I'm going in. I got a set schedule. Certain situations happen to where I can go in like this. So, you gotta have that drive and that hunger, man. And, you know what I mean? And that tenacity, man, to just, keep going. And like I said, when I think about Cousin Boujee, and I think about Nick, this guy inspires me because he's a hardworking guy, man. This guy work other regular job on top of doing everything he do. Still have the energy to, be innovative, be creative. Because, all that stuff can get draining with the, just the daily rigmarole of trying to just be successful. It can be very draining, but it's very liberating when we can have moments like this and give each other, our proper shine. Like I said, give you your proper shine that you deserve and make Cousin Boujee a household name. What y'all talking about? Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? So this is my man Nick right here, man. I appreciate you coming on, brother. I'll definitely chop it up with you behind the scenes. You already know, man. I'll holler at you, brother.
All right, big dog. Hey, it was a pleasure. I really appreciate you. And, I'm going to be listening to your podcast. Been having a great time listening to some of the content you're putting out, dude. It's great watching you do what you do, man.
I appreciate that,
Take
brother.
It easy, big dog.
You already know, man. I'll holler at you, Nick.
Absolutely. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Yeah, man. That's my brother Nick right there, y'all, man. I know some very, very cool people, man. You know what I mean? And my brother Nick is none the less. You hear me? He's nothing less. You know what I mean? Y'all go check him out on Instagram. Right there, go to Instagram and put @CousinBoujee in. You know what I'm talking about? Go check him out on the website. Look at the prints. I'm about to revitalize the whole website. Bring it into 2022. Put some more designs on there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the people in the Ukraine that rock with my man's Nick. We hope you and your families be safe. It's crazy right now. And yeah, man, you already know, man, it's A Real Talk Podcast. Like I told y'all, man, raw, uncut content, real talk, real people, real shit. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? Like no other, or very few. How about that? You know what I'm saying? And this is how we're going to bring it every day, Sunday through Saturday on A Real Talk Podcast, man, which is a subsidiary of A Real Talk Media, owned by me, Virgil Berry, a.k.a. Stacks with the Facts, man. Appreciate everybody coming out tonight. Appreciate everybody taking time out of their busy life and schedule to come and rock with your guy. I appreciate that. I respect that. I love that. I cherish that. Don't ever think I'll take it for granted. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. Shouts out to my brother Supreme TV One. You know what I mean? Shouts out to my sister and Fantastic Trill TV. Shout out to all y'all who stopped through to show your boys some love, show your guys some love. I appreciate it. Tapping in, hitting that like button. Make sure y'all hit that like button right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Next Friday, I was thinking about having a special treat next Friday, man. I don't even know if I want to talk about it right now. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm going to wait till like next Wednesday or Thursday to talk to y'all about it. Oh, you already know, man, Gardner Wallace, man. I tell you, man, this is how we going to do it, man, over here at A Real Talk. You know what I'm saying? Every day it's going to be fire content, real content, raw content, uncut content, real people, real things, real talk, real shit. You hear me? My brother Nick is on the rise. Pause. Like I said, he like a young Columbus version of Tony Stark. You know what I'm saying? I see Cousin Boujee being in GQ magazine and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I can see him getting into all type of different stuff, cologne and scents and all of that, man. So, you know what I mean? Y'all make sure y'all go show my brother Nick some support over there. Instagram, at Cousin Boujee right there on the screen right there. Go check my mans and them out. Tell him Stacks with the Facts sent you. If you want to shop with him, I strongly suggest you do that. As you can see, I'm Cousin Boujee'd out. I'm about to order me some wall art for when I move into my studio. I got to get the custom Stacks with the Facts piece. You know what I'm saying? And it's only right that I go through my mans to get it done. I might take a picture of me. I might have him paint a custom picture of me with all my Cousin Boujee gear on. You feel me? Now, this hat right here ain't Cousin Boujee. This is my barber who I'm going to have come on. Shout out to my brother, Mr. Pringles, the barber. He definitely about to come on the program, and we're going to chop up some game. And I think this is going to be an interesting one for y'all, too. I think y'all, matter of fact, I know when y'all introduce y'all to my barber who cuts my hair. We haven't cut my hair in about 2-3 weeks, but he cuts my hair. He's going to come on the show, and we're going to chop up some big boy game. You hear me? Growing my business, y'all. You see me? You did. And it's going to be a beautiful thing, man. Next week, fully stocked up next week. Next Thursday is a surprise for y'all. Like I said, I'm going to introduce y'all to my sis. You hear me, man? She got her own business. She's a firecracker. She's a beautiful person. I know y'all going to like her, especially the ladies. And I like to bring the ladies that I know in my life here just to show y'all, like, you know, like I said, we love women. We absolutely love women. We champion our women, you know what I'm saying, as far as, like, you know, give them their proper shine they deserve when they're doing something worthy of giving attention to, when they do something that's worthy of, you know, being champion. Definitely going to show them the love, man. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely love the women over here at A Real Talk Podcast. We don't involve with none of the bashing, none of that bullshit, but we are definitely advocators of correcting and checking and straightening. You hear me? Most definitely. You can believe that if you don't believe nothing else. You hear me? So, yeah, man, thank everybody for coming out tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you. Hit your like button or hit the like button. Hit your like button. Like I said, this is y'all's platform, man. I'm going to always emphasize that. I'm going to always stress that. This is y'all's platform, man. You hear me? You understand me? Y'all's platform. Y'all come up on here. Hit that email if y'all want to. You got something going on wherever you from. You hear me? You can come on in, tap on in, talk about it on your show. My nigga Nick funny. Nick funny as hell. Yeah, man. And I got so many beautiful ladies that's doing beautiful things, man, that I know personally that ladies' night is going to always be a beautiful event. How y'all like ladies' night? Let's just went past, man. I had Shaquista up on here dropping them gems and jewels and game, man. Listen, I know some fly chicks, man. You hear me? I know fly chicks, man, doing their thing. You hear me? And it's only right that they had a platform over here to do that. So, you know what I'm saying? We definitely going to keep that coming every Thursday, ladies' night. Tomorrow night, we're going in. Me and my pops, you know what I'm saying, the Spiritual Roots series. We're doing part 2 of the Spiritual Roots and Violence Amongst Men. We're definitely going to go into part 2 of that tomorrow night, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You already know what it is. Be there or be square. You hear me? And we're going to go in. Oh, yeah, we're going to go in. Oh, yeah. Definitely going to go in. If I'm not mistaken, this my people's hit me up right now. Oh, damn, I didn't even know that. Oh, yeah, my cousin just hit me up. Yeah, I'm going to have my cousin come up on here. My cousin, man, she doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? Going to have her come up on here and drop some game on y'all ladies. You know what I'm talking about? On how to be a businesswoman and be a wife, man, and a mother, man. You know what I'm talking about? And being able to balance that and still play your proper position. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, you know, man, I appreciate y'all coming out tonight. Like I said, thank y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hit the like button on the way out. Click on the subscribing bell, man. Subscribe to the page. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could be anywhere, man, but y'all right here with the God. You know, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And I'm going to promise y'all what I'm always going to do is I'm always going to keep it 100,000 million infinity with y'all. And I'm always going to bring y'all the raw, uncut content, real talk every trip. Make sure y'all come out tomorrow, man. Me and my pops going in part 2 of the series, the introductory series, you could say, pilot series, so to speak, Spiritual Roots series with me and my pops, the Spiritual Roots of Violence Amongst Men, and we're going in tomorrow night at 8. It's going to be a beautiful situation, man. So, you know, if you want to come and get your spiritual fix, you know what I mean, your spiritual resonance, or your spiritual, you know what I mean, sustenance, tap in tomorrow night at 8 with me and my pops, man. We going in. You know what I'm saying? So you already know, as always, I'm leaving y'all with some tunes. We're going to ride out listening to my man Narcissus the Sick album, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to ride out listening to that. So I appreciate everybody coming on tonight. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I'm going to just do this for y'all. You know what I mean? Y'all want to go get this album? Y'all can go hit this link right here. Go hit up this link right here, and we're going to ride out to my mother's album, man. I ain't listened to this joint in a minute. It's fire, man. All right, then, everybody. Hit that like button, y'all.
That's not necessary.
You've got grit in it. This is going to hurt.
Sparking, blowing berries like Larkin. My aim's a marksman, we committing that arson. Nauseous, sick, yeah, nauseous, a prick. Have you walking the flanks of a pirate ship? Cold shoulder flow, go ahead, get you some coke, get it. Wanna hang with my team, we'll get you some you need. Sick, causing infection to your sinus is the negative, and my logo is the minus. It's me. Luciano, Operano, mate. Smoking on Bahama, mate. Sicker than a diamond tape. And I like the drama, mate. Yeah, I got a lot of hate. Man, I never take a break, but I just might take a break. You lend me your torso. Homie said, homie, no, just give me my check. Said he wanted third eyes, just give me the sack. Psychotic.
That's not necessary. I've got grit in it. This is going to hurt.
I know you just now catching up, fam. We been on chain gang, moving the sticks, man. This 10 yards just for the lyrical case. I should have been charged. So out of the galaxy, I need a SIM card. Put a choke hold on the game, like from this talk. Wait till I drop. It's gonna feel like a pitfall. Have your whole family searching, man. It's his fault. Eyes wide open, no blinking, man. No missed calls. So sick with it, man. We make maneuvers, kid, on that grizzly bear shit. Talking Vancouver kid. This that Okinawa, yeah, that karate kid. Straight headshot, uncomfortable how the body slid. Real Cobra Kai, just flipping shit with karate kids. Best chance climbing the mountains on the rocky cliff. Rappers used to be top of the game, now they struggling. Flow so plain, I'd rather just take the shuttle then. Bag duffel tied at the top of the belt buckle. I'm not dealing with it, my cards already shuffled. I tried to be subtle, now everybody's in trouble. And a bunch of pieces in the box looking puzzled. Had them shaking bad all in the candy, can't pop shit. You can do anything in this world, but not this. E&E rushing the place, we playing our flag. Anybody with that bull, we stamping that ass. Stand corrected, everything about respect. Leave the scene clean, with no box unchecked. Real sick shit, they wanna hear the disrespect. Basically, they want some insight on my intellect. Nauseous in the building, I'm the architect. Rapping with a shit full of money, stashed on cargo decks. Meet the darkest tent and the sharpest edge. Just going out on the limb, here's the furthest ledge. Every time I hop in the booth, leave it sparking red. With a bag full of toe tags, I just mark them dead. Never spark the lead, but the pen gang different. Last person asked for me, damn, you end up missing.
That's not necessary. I've got grit in it.
Yeah, hey. Sick.
It's going to hurt.
Hey. We be winning 100 figures plus a couple commas. City slickers, how you figure that my math a problem? My views bigger, still quicker, still about the drama. Give it back, fleet flicker, now you in some trauma. We be winning 100 figures plus a couple commas. City slickers, how you figure that my math a problem? My views bigger, still quicker, still about the drama. Give it back, fleet flicker, now you in some trauma. Sick with it, kid, come see me for benefits. Oh, you think you seen a dry? Wait till recession hits. Some aggressive shit. Knows who you messing with. Take your stomach out, then what you digesting with. Sick bar, sick flow like I'm possessed with it. Front door, back porch, how I'm addressing it. Heard you really like my style, now you impressed with it. You was talking hella shit, now you confessing it. Sick regiment, I know it's some impressive shit. Prejudice, only paper with the president. Well, my penmanship is fire at the fingertips. I'm still fly, I can't find this landing strip. E&E, education come with fellowship. Everything good with the pen, check the manuscripts. And our residents skipping our internships. Watch me doctor up the flow. Check the membership. We be winning 100 figures plus a couple commas. City slickers, how you figure that my math a problem? My view bigger, still quicker, still about the drama. Give it back, fleet flicker, now you in some trauma. We be winning 100 figures plus a couple commas. City slickers, how you figure that my math a problem? My view bigger, still quicker, still about the drama. Give it back, fleet flicker, now you in some trauma. Pajama slippers and a split, I'm just getting comfy. Rusty. When it come to dropping hits, I get kinda clumsy. Another show, sick flow, mic is getting rusty. E&E fam thick like a board of trustees. 3P, double breast with the magic cufflink. Got a rack, she got a rack, hers is kinda busty. Next move, who you king, make them bounce to me. Weak with no backbone, it's how you sound to me. Why you think your head, Bob, and stop doubting me? Better join the movement when the crowd surrounding me. Dumbfounded beat, I think I got some room to eat. Throw some wood to the fire to increase the heat. Now you in some trauma, Dutch master, give me problems. Faint team, going great with some marijuana. Man, I know moms and pops so proud of me. Calculations broke, man, they always can count on me. We be winning 100 figures plus a couple commas. City slickers, how you figure that my math a problem? My view bigger, still quicker, still about the drama. Give it back, fleas flicker, now you in some trauma. We be winning 100 figures plus a couple commas. City slickers, how you figure that my math a problem? My view bigger, still quicker, still about the drama. Give it back, fleas flicker, now you in some trauma.
Sick told me I can kill them, so I'm building coffins. Fire flow designer clothes, you know I do this often. Pick your poison, I'm a shooter, ain't no time for talking. The gas I blow is really strong, that's why I'm usually coughing. My bitch is bad and life is good, man, I don't see no problems. My swag is up, I piss them off, now that's a bladder problem. I speak the truth in every bar just like I'm Beanie Siegel. Don't fuck with fakes, that shit is law just like a paralegal. Dip through your set like them niggas with the frozen eagle. Pop off and let a couple rockets like I'm in Toledo. Don't test me ever, multiple choice, I leave them guessing. Slow singing, flower bringing, man get the reference. CBS the way I keep an eye on these niggas. Cause niggas hating, that's a fact, though I just stacking figures. Notion glitch, I promise you niggas don't want the drama. But it's up to you, you can deal with the drama.
We be winning 100 figures plus a couple commas. City slickers, how you figure that my math a problem? My view's bigger, still quicker, still about the drama. Give it back, fleas flicker, now you in some trauma. We be winning 100 figures plus a couple commas. City slickers, how you figure that my math a problem? My view's bigger, still quicker, still about the drama. Give it back, fleas flicker, now you in some trauma.
Progressive presents Forced Metaphors about bundling your home, auto, and other vehicles.
Any sports fan knows defense.
That's not necessary.
You've got grit in it.
And another one, say.
And a hat. Wonder, did you make this?
All action, we about subtraction. E&E on top, man, that's the common fraction. We the ones that come and see the main attraction. We do it for the love, man, that's for satisfaction. All action, we about subtraction. E&E on top, man, that's the common fraction. We the ones that come and see the main attraction. We do it for the love, man, that's our satisfaction.
What's up to a hater caught in the Vegas, lit no Vegas. That's with the Vegas. I'm one step in the majors. Cautious the heart was, hope in the cases, lost in the matrix. 600 the gray bands. I said fuck your play friends. Never chase those, they chase when you make ends. Cruising on blocks, smoking the hot, live or you die. Those was the options. Determined by fresh, popping and rotten. Play this type possum, hype us and rockin'. They never call me. Fuck are we on now? Fuck playing low now. Blow hot, nice to the SoCal. When the king close out, score they close now. She ready to coast out. Ice up my coast now. Play and I coach now. Nigga, I'm so wild. Till it's all sold out. Never I sold out. Can knock what I sold out. Hot summers, cold routes. Never shut thunder to gold out. No one can oppose now. Bad hands, origami they host out. I'm cold with the clothes now. More be less now. King punch my best now.
We about subtraction.
We gotta get your blast out.
That's the common fraction. We the ones that come and see the main attraction. Do it for the love, man. That's our satisfaction. All action, we about subtraction. E&E on top, man. That's the common fraction. We the ones that come and see the main attraction. Do it for the love, man. That's our satisfaction.
Nigga, all aboard, you listening to the captain. Circle mass small, too many niggas be captain. Keep that bullshit to yourself, don't need distractions. I got niggas that are running your mouth, not for extractions. It's all about the dough. My nigga, let's get it cracking. For these dividends, I'm moving shit out. Let's get the packet. Roll a blunt and head to the sky. You niggas napping. My bars thrill niggas. Compare me to Michael Jackson on the moonwalk. Nigga, this is real talk. Keep the green on me like I'm Jack with the beanstalk. Let me get a sample, nigga. That's how the fiends talk. Damn, that nigga lit. Yeah, that's probably what your bitch thought. In and out of stores, it don't matter what the guy bought. I got the dough. Be in that bitch like eeny, meeny, miny, mo. It's glitch, nigga, for real. I got that fire flow. And I done earned my stripes, my nigga, like a tiger spurt.
All action, we about subtraction. E&E on top, man, that's the common fraction. We the ones that come and see the main attraction. Do it for the love, man, that's our satisfaction. All action, we about subtraction. E&E on top, man, that's the common fraction. We the ones that come and see the main attraction. Do it for the love, man, that's our satisfaction. It's like a sick bitch, girl. Take your pick. Let's go. I said I need at least 3, the rest is up the glitch. Straight confusing them like trying to eat with chopsticks. All my goals up in the air like a corner kick. We been eating much better like lettuce wraps. All them lies in your head, that's another cap. All these jewels on us might be a metal trap. And I got the road to the riches on a mental map. We tried to distance ourselves from these haters. Ask the E&E verse you, it's a tremendous gap. So sick with it, coming to the dividends. Mr. Everything, want it all, yes the odds it is. I'm too clever for all of this on schedule. There won't be a spectacle, let me get my vegetables. Double check the calculations if it's questionable. And my math is on point like a decimal. All action, we about subtraction. E&E on top, man, that's the common fraction. We the ones that come and see the main attraction. Do it for the love, man, that's our satisfaction. All action, we about subtraction. E&E on top, man, that's the common fraction. We the ones that come and see the main attraction. Do it for the love, man, that's our satisfaction.
That's not necessary.
What question is? It's going to hurt.
Task force, black force, we the tag team. If it's a nightmare, then it must be a bad dream. E&D, running our lanes like a track meet, skipping over hurdles. Call us a track team, all paperwork legit. It's the fact team, then double up the championship belts like a tag team. Black on black, yeah, it's a black thing. Black jewelry shining on all of our black kings. All black everything, we got black tea. All black coffee, man, I don't add green. North give you all you need, no more caffeine. Close down the whole set, no more casting. Remove targets off our back like a black team. We keep growing up the game like a black team. The girl got a problem with me, then get at me. I fired to a bumper, now you got a drag queen. You can't stop me, you old as jalopy. This is past me, I got it photocopied. Caught up on film flow, tracks are sloppy. Trying to attack me, you a carbon copy. Cross deep the heat like Timothy blocks. And I charge for a hook, put me in a penalty box. Man, I'm killing the ops while I look at my watch. All hands on deck like the time on the clock. Task Force, Black Force, we the tag team. If it's a nightmare, then it must be a bad dream. E&E, running our lanes like a track meet, skipping over hurdles. Call us a track team, all paperwork legit. It's the fact team, then double up the championship belts like a tag team. Black on black, yeah, it's a black thing. Black jewelry shining on our black
keep my grass cut loaded, catch a glimpse of the snakes. Devilish serpents with purpose to steal your cake. Smiling in your face while they got their eyes on your safe. Yeah, boy, that hatred, man, they make you do some foul things. Switch up on your niggas like the numbers when the Dow change. When I'm with familiar, still a grind like a bro. Take it for granted, shit be going in the proof of smoke. Better put your plan in action, niggas get you used to hold. Formulated the plan, calculated the steps. 2020, my vision, see my way to the check. Only way is up, I made my way to the steps. Let's go. Look. Only way to move is building kingdom shit. Niggas won't make a move, want you to bring them shit. But God bless the child that can hold his own. They want to give you numbers in the sale like a mobile phone. But fuck the cop any wicked judicial system. Cause niggas on the edge, there for you to push. Bullets loaded tight up in that magazine. Bring a nightmare to American dreams.
Task Force, Black Force, we the tag team. If it's a nightmare, then it must be a bad dream. E&D, running our lanes like a track meet, skipping over hurdles. Call us a track team, all paperwork legit. It's the fact team, then double up the championship belts like a tag team. Black on black, yeah, it's a black thing. Black jewelry shining on our black kings.
That's not necessary.
E&E, C-Dub, Sick Man.
Sickness.
Yes, us.
What up, Stacks?
What up? Yeah. Know we're about to do this right.
Think ahead.
2020. Let's go, huh? Sick Man. Talk to him.
If you want to eat, the whole table eat. That's the basic. It's hard enough getting money, staying free from pages. Truthfully, all of my brothers inspire greatness by the rest of y'all. Stay fried in power and hatred. These social butterflies, we swarming fingers itchy. Same ones see you in person like, nah, it's risky. I started out with a clean body and now it's filthy. And now I just create bands, call me a drill chief. A notebook full of that flames, fire and action. I'm playing games just like a plane before it's crashing. You so lame, using your ego as a distraction. All know what you would do, something to happen. Pardon me while I roll up some broccoli. High with me. Now we dangle from the top of a tree. His friends want smoke, so I added apostrophe. Potty right the noodle, I want my pasta free. Rolling in the Santa Fe, vibing the trade day. Saddled up, coursing around in my heyday. The girl keep taking these toys, call her my play day. It's like she always $1 short in the day late. She got a box, but I'm in control from a feet away. Parental discretion, how she took my streams away. The wait's over, 2020 takeover. We ain't sober. Gasoline is all we roll up. E&E, C-Dub, we at the top of the list. You know, Stacks got the facts and nonsense making them sick. You know, the wait's over, 2020 takeover. We ain't sober. Gasoline is all we roll up. E&E, C-Dub, we at the top of the list. You know, it's Stacks with the facts and nonsense making them sick.
They say that I'm defiant. What? Well, fuck that. I'm not compliant. Hell no, I ain't going. Even if it means that I'm dying. What's that strain you blowing? Quiet pack. It's not that loud. Bro. This shit I'm smoking have me higher than the cumulus cloud. I got a 40 cal that'll shoot through about 40 cows. Shoot through your stomach, make you lose about 40 pounds. Kept us on tour, moving through 40 city every pound. Man, just elected the skin, so we just adjusting our crown. It's the takeover. Middle finger, COVID, corona, falling victim.
victim to propaganda that is not my persona. Old head said it gotta be in you, can I be on you? The small grid is now here, I'm trying to warn you. Remember our baggy bows with Air Forces. Now I smoke strains from rare sources. Time to separate the hard MCs from who the softest. That's what the facts on the tracks was sick, making you nauseous.
The wait's over, 2020 take over. We ain't sober. Gasoline is all we roll up. B&E, C-Dub, we at the top of the list. You know, Stacks got the facts and all is making them sick. Yo, the wait's over, 2020 take over. We ain't sober. Gasoline is all we roll up. B&E, C-Dub, we at the top of the list. You know, it's Stacks with the facts and all is making them sick.
That's not necessary. But question it.
And hurt.
This redundant, getting a little tedious. Another beat murder. Anyone seeing this? Stop gimmick, man. Is anyone believing this? Almost forgot, man. This level intermediate. Shorty like sick, man. Why you gotta leave again? Told her swallow everything. Acting disobedient. BB chain smoker. Eyes look deeper. Backwards. Swisher backs. Must have agreements. I'm trying to own shit. Me, I'm manager. We from a different 69. Talking Canada. Straight damage. And then looking to the camera like, who next, man? I got a bunch of stamina. Total mismatch. Who got the bigger bag? So broke bank account, got a soft gas. 1040 roger that, call a dispatch. Put a stop to a game like a fair catch. Dudes, frail, I got them sight. I woke up with cordial, nothing light. Work, fight, talk, fight. They want it, they got it, they dead tonight. Dudes, frail, I got them sight. I woke up with cordial, nothing light. Work, fight, talk, fight. They want it, they got it, they dead tonight.
The pressure's rising, man. I live for these moments. Ambitious plus heart. Yeah, I got all these components. I'm never backing down, no matter the opponent. Plus, I'm faster on the track like a young Jackie Owens. These big bats I'm blowing, keep me medicated heavily. These ill raps I'm throwing fools and ain't no one ahead of me. Don't have an appetite for bullshit that's fed to me. That shit's a waste of time, like when I caught my little felony, which Stacks said. That was cause some bitch nigga was telling things, but fuck that. Cause we both elevated to other things. Elite Nation ENT. Really ain't no other teams. I put on positive vibes and good karma come to me. Man, just come fuck with me. I take you to the threshold. They in the way, I give them how many shots that the tech hold. Smoking on Gillette toe. Oh shit, I mean gelato. If she in my passenger seat, she is a model. Hoes been choosing up. I never need to spin the bottle. I took the road, let's travel. And now I'm dodging potholes. I'm down in Mexico, screaming out Que Paso Vato. I'm trying to secure the bag with big numbers like the lotto. Knocking out contenders like Rocky did Drago. I'd rather be sipping margaritas in Key Largo. I didn't mean to rip this long, but this beat was hard though. Just name the trophy after me, like D. Lombardo.
Dudes, frail, I got them sight. I woke up with cordial, nothing like bark, fight, talk, fight. They want it, they got it, they dead tonight. Dudes, frail, I got them, sight. I woke up with cordial, nothing like bark, fight, talk, fight. They want it, they got it, they dead tonight.
Yo, 6 say they dead, so the niggas dead. Rain say they dead, leave them leaking red. Glitch nigga, these sharp bars will cut your head, period. I'm like the bakery, if we talking bread, go ahead and put them to sleep. I guess I'm super fed. Jeans 400 alone, I got them super threads. Hennied out and blooded out, that's on my daily basis. I'm about my kids and about my dough, get out my fucking face. Time clock, nigga, I'm punching in. CL 650 type shit that I'm flying in. Google that. All over the globe, nigga, I truly rap, bro, to the riches, and I ain't using no Google Maps. 2 fingers together, nigga, I'm about to snap, hear a loud boom, got niggas like, what the fuck was that? The guarantee and E&E, we taking summers back. Breaker, 1-9, nigga, roger that. Glitch.
That's not necessary.
Put grit in it. In your head.
I'm a dog, walking speed, yeah. Take the leashes off and let the dogs off the kennel. Now we putting paws on them. All this talk about money, well, tell me what it's costing. I'ma take the Santa Fe. Here, you can have this coffin. Playing cards right, then it went all in hand. Shorty touched the ground like she was bear crawling. Nauseous, sand falling. I don't know what you call it. Say, drip down like I'm sponsored by a false against me in the office. No, you can't. I'm off today. Told another lie. Shit, I forgot it's cost today. Good, I'm not stopping up. Got a good positive quarantine flow sick. Man, stay locked in. Yeah, I know. Slow and a lazy though. ACL injury. Been on the tear lately though. Yeah, I've been bugging though. It's nothing my team really quitting. All these flies around me. It's like I'm on some other shit. She said she got 2 more friends. Asked if I was coming. Told her, wait. I got some, never mind, it's nothing. She said, what? I said, hold on, man. Let me hit my brother. I forgot he was on his way to get into some trouble. So I went, got the fat, grabbed a Henny and a bag. Drop careful, no loopholes. My intentions not to crack. Get there, party pack. Switch your rappers in the back. Headboard, out of ammo. I load it from the back. See these rappers nowadays really wanna talk stats. I just tackle all 3. 2 assists with 1 sack. So much gas, so lean, man, be careful with that match. When we pass those things, it's hard for you to match. So you lost, yeah, it's over, it's hard for you to accept. Don't wrestle with your heart, bro. Owen and Brett, bring your A game, man. When you coming at the best, when we done eating ours here, you can have the rest. Another movie scene action, ain't what you want is worth. Crying everywhere, but ain't nobody loving. Leave them all stretched out with everybody running sick. Man, wrap the case like a mixtape cover. Sick. A&E.
That's not necessary.
You've got grit in it.
Yeah. A&E. Psycho Sick, the name in its clearest form. Watch me win the game. You just clock the score, and I run the game like a rugby scrum. Probably bathed in a loofah. What you doing, scrub? Yeah, big shit, sick shit, big bull. Try to get all in my bag, but the shit's full. Every time I write, it's like the rents do. And every day I'm looking sharp like a Ginsu. Shorty walked away, then came back to me. Turd her ass, don't front, then get back to me. Had to blow her back out, another casualty. Dipping in and out, I did it casually. To the death, E&E, that's the set with me. My man keep the joint, I don't think you'll stretch with me. Duffel bag full racks like the oven stove. Tried to burn me, I'm a black like the oven broke. Hey, real talk, my brother Stacks let me on this show. Stay baked off cookies like we sponsored by Nabisco. Box both brothers in like Klitschko. Then bury them deep in the sand in Francisco.
Blowing back to back like Brown when he went to Miami. My dad blessed me with the game and it's coming in handy. My nigga was nice with the point, my R.I.P. Randy. You and your niggas really a joke like Amos and Andy. Ain't had a good sleep in weeks, my eyes heavy and baggy. My name speaks for itself like a Benz or a caddy. Tell them niggas get at me if they feel a certain way. The Glock cool, but it's something about how that heckler spray, no tape delay. We bring it right to your motherfucking face in less than 30 minutes. Like Domino's was on the way. Rock-a-bye, baby, your whole crew right in broad day. It's Elite Nation, then the rest. Fuck what the blog say. We pause plays that we feel gon' throw us off track. Man, that metaphor go both ways like an Amtrak. Like anthrax, we might be an undisclosed weapon, but we'll bring your whole building down like 9/11. Can't get behind the wheel if you don't know where you headed. Sometimes I think about me and I just smile to the heavens, cause I know my brother's shining like them Jordan 11s. Y'all just make noise and don't move like engines that's revving.
Yeah, sick and rain. E&E. The guarantee. Yo. The nigga glitch the guarantee like he named it the NY. These niggas drip a little bit, but ain't never been this fly. Money calls, I gotta get it. I hop on the red eye. Get that. Gas lit. Explanation for why I got red eyes. The shit I spit sound like bullets whenever they whiz by. Fuck bitches, get money, them codes that we live by. Cold. E&E, we on some taking over shit. Make the money come fast like I'm digging out my bitch. Headed to the top and I don't even notice it's a clip. I see me in the future with 100 on my wrist. 200 on my neck. Got my stones feeling stocky. Times 3 and add 1. Now I'm Ted DiBiase. Damn. The $1 million man with some $1 million plans. I'm Frank Abagnale, nigga. Catch me if you can. Yo, sick and rain killed the shit. On demand, got me blowing back good with my feet touching the sand, nigga.
Back then I ain't had no pot to piss in. Now I run circle on my competition, no rodeo. Grab the bull by the horn like OVO. Pull up in the song out t-shirt, yo picture. I renovated they fixtures. Laser on, I don't miss you. You was frost, so we don't miss you. It's not your main thing, all my father features. Eliminated blood sucking leeches. About 3 cents for that guy level. Only play with pussy, I never let you. They all flow the same. I'm numbed out, Novocaine. It's a hot summer, got a cold thing. It be popped out, let that nose ring. Hockeyed out, it's a cold game. Got a couple questions like my code name. I'm a fire bender, I can mold rain. Now they deep from my line like Soul Train. 40 shots, they can blame. Niggas gon' levitate. Niggas might eat the cake. Bitch name Animal. He ain't never ever been a fan of fame. It's God's work. Let King demonstrate. If she play her cards right, like a royal flush, let it stash a 38 in a Birkin clutch. Loads of shit, always play the back of the bus. And wild trips, packs underneath the bus. When your bubble too big, that shit gon' fucking bust. When that water slide, it's only fun for us. When them horses start to running, I ain't talking about stampeding. Just know my ring 101, bling guard and Vita. Me, King.
That's not necessary.
Got grit in it. Going to hurt.
Happy birthday, sick. Go ahead, start taking them. Tired of giving a fuck, start taking them. Square ass ninjas, I'ma start shaking them. Handcuff, ball tie, start duct taping them. Whip sitting on shoes, I'ma start lacing them. 20 blunts in the jar, I'ma start facing them. No joke, I'm about to blow like I'm vaping. I'm hot off the top, head and shoulders, no flaking. I'm sick on the building, you can get the guest room. Still got throwaway paper like public restrooms. Launch all in the cut, you think it's a flesh room. Photosynthesis, smoking on a fresh bloom. Nasty essential, my swag is official. Your wife like my mic, she said George Tickles. I had to giggle, gave it your best. Gave it straight smoky bones, she was highly impressed. I'm from an era rappers get biographies. I just stick to the guidelines and policies. Call everybody money, cause that's all I see. Keep getting money, signs like geometry. I'm from an era rappers get biographies. I just stick to the guidelines and policies. Call everybody money, cause that's all I see. Keep getting money, signs like geometry. These cats beneath me, I'm on a pedestal. Stand me next to a river, I got the better flow. Man, stop cuffing these chicks and let them go. Then I'm after them, like the letter O. Slight work, but remain humble. My God, I hit hard. Man, I make you fumble. Still be on my shit. Just call me the plunger. I bring in the lumber. These girls wanna slumber. I'm not taking numbers. I'm still doing numbers. Still I'm loosening bras in case you was wondering. I'm still the sickest sprint on this Eastern continent. And I say the sickest shit. Have you think it's compliments? And it's only confidence. No one here incompetent. The negative, obvious. Shaq 2000 dominant. And I'm so prominent. Tripping off confidence. Writing everything like a journalist, a columnist. I'm from an era rappers get biographies. I just stick to the guidelines and policies. Call everybody money, cause that's all I see. Keep getting money, signs like geometry. From an era rappers get biographies. I just stick to the guidelines and policies. Call everybody money, cause that's all I see. Keep getting money, signs like geometry.
That's not necessary.
You've got grit in it. This is going to hurt.
Working, blowing berries like Larkin. My aim's a marksman, we committing that arson. Nauseous as shit, yeah, nauseous a prick. Have you walking up flanks on a pirate ship? Cold shoulder flow, go ahead, get you some coke, get it. Wanna hang with my team, go get you some more, you need. sick, causing infection to your sinus. The negative, and my level is the minus. It's me. Luciano or Bravano, mate. Smoking on Bahama, mate. Sicker than a diamond tape. And I like the drama, mate. Yeah, I got a lot of hate. Man, I never take